Hello, I'm Kristin Brubaker. I am the USU STARS Gear Up Director for our Cohort 2 and 3 grants. Gear Up is a federally funded program that works to increase the opportunity of all students, but especially students from under-resourced schools and communities, consider college or higher education as an option.
Well, we knew that there was a real need for increased science, technology, engineering, mathematics students in the college and in their future careers and that type of thing. And so we made that as an emphasis for the Gear Up 1 grant, and so that's where it got started. Yeah, well, we were just trying to address some of the problems and concerns that under-resourced students have in getting into college. And they're complex problems, and there are a lot of those kind of inhibitors and problems associated with that. And it's all, to us, it was all about providing an opportunity for potentially great students, great minds, great problem solvers to get into college and make a difference.
Gear Up goes about doing this in a lot of different ways. USU STARS really focuses on a partnership model, which means that we work with a set number of schools and start working with those students in 7th grade, follow them into the first year of higher education. During that period of time, we're working with the schools to offer anything from tutoring to rigorous academic curricula, mentoring, advising, financial aid opportunities, and literacy.
I think a lot of it is just that they're unaware of the opportunities and what they need to do in high school in order to prepare for college. And so some of it is just opening their eyes to these opportunities.
There's different phases that a Gear Up student goes through. When we're working with our 7th graders, we're just trying to get them to think about what the future might look like for them. It could be anything. These could be students who never even thought that they would graduate from high school, or it could be students who have decided that they're going to be a neuroscientist when they grow up. So we are all over the board with that. As they age up, we start to focus on different things. We start to talk to them about what it means to take an AP course, what it means to get dual credit or concurrent enrollment before they go into a higher education opportunity, whether or not a 2-year degree is right for them, a 4-year degree, a 6-year degree. It's really endless, and it's really meeting the students where they are to discuss what's right for them.
I just think it's a great experience. I think it's definitely gives them a future as opposed to just wallowing in the unknown. And yeah, whether she stays on, in dorms or whether she attends Utah State or what have you, wherever she goes, I think university is something in her future.
Well, we've enjoyed a lot of the programs. The campus visits were actually, even though they were short, they were really important for my kids and gain a little confidence that they could operate in a place like that. The Green Power program that allowed my son to actually help design and build an electric car was a really great opportunity. When they finished the vehicle, they took it down to a big event and took it around a track, raced it against a bunch of other schools. He talked about that event for weeks afterwards. That was a lot of fun. And then, of course, the summer camps have been absolutely an amazing experience every time.
They were really good to communicate. The school itself, they had a coordinator on site that was going to be kind of the liaison between parents. We were receiving emails. They included it in the back to school orientation materials and tried to keep us in the loop, encouraged us to fill out some surveys and provide feedback that way. So that first initial communication about Gear Up came from our school itself, letting us know that this was a program that was available, that my child was going to be having the opportunity to be part of it, and that these are some of the things that would result as that. It has been fun to watch my son participate in these things. He has gotten a chance to do the summer camp where he came to Utah State. They stayed in the dorms. They ate the food. They got to interact with college students who were not that much older than them, but just enough to be really cool. And they were able to find out more about programs and opportunities. It really opened his eyes to what he might want to pursue. Wow, there's this and I could try that. And those were opportunities that he got to try and see and experience because of the Gear Up program. If this is an opportunity available through your school, grab it. You do not have to be a college grad yourself. They will walk you through every step that you need. They are going to, your school is going to communicate with you what's available. Take advantage of those things. If you are already familiar with something and you feel like you've got that covered, that's great. But they'll make sure your available options are you're going to be well informed.
Yeah, as a former teacher, I go in and I watch some of these classes and I think, geez, I wish the students in my class had been so attentive, because they're into it. And it's good information. I think they recognize that Gear Up is providing them with some good stuff, and it's worth attending to, and they're doing it.
The leg up that I think that our students get is they are encouraged to be thinking about these things years before the average student is, especially for families where students will be first generation or might be coming from a lower income family. This is something that may not be discussed in classrooms in their house, and we're giving that little bit of extra push to have them be thinking about it earlier.
It's an open slate. You can do pretty much whatever you want, and if you aspire to making a difference in the world and you aspire to be a scientist, an engineer, a writer, an artist, whatever it is, you can actually do that, and having a college education can benefit you, and that's a realization that I think gets kids excited.